session with Chef Anna. Hope you're excited. Who is excited about this? Can I see you? If you're excited about this, doing this again with me, may I see you? Okay. So today we are going to be cooking my favorite sauce of all time. So this sauce has always been a go-to for me. Like anytime I think about rice, I'm thinking about this sauce. And yeah, I have a video of it posted in my channel. But today I want to teach you, or I want us to cook it together, okay? I want us to like cook it together. So if you're excited about this and you're excited about doing this with me, can I see you say hi? Oh my god. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Hello, Divine. Hello, Duke. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so we'll be getting started immediately. There is no time to waste because sincerely I'm very, very, very much excited about doing this with you guys. Like I said, this is my favorite sauce, and I just want to like teach you how I do it. Okay, I want to teach you how I do it. So are you ready? If you're ready, I am ready. Already, this is my ingredients, and I'll be introducing all my ingredients to you shortly. So you can see all the ingredients right here. Like this sauce is one go to, like you don't even need to break an arm or a leg to make this sauce, but it always comes out handy and super super tasty. Like it's very very nice, literally. It's so yummy. Since I discovered this sauce, I've not had any reason to cook stews. And fun fact, is actually very very healthy. Like it's super super healthy. So it's one sauce, like it's a win-win. Okay, it's a win-win. Right here is a win-win. Okay, so whenever you think about eating rice, think about this sauce. Whenever you think about eating rice, just think about the sauce. So my apologies, I'm going to be behind camera today, and all thanks to our Lagos developers. All thanks to our Lagos developers for making a very big kitchen for us. Okay, so thank you for making this very, very big kitchen for us. But we just have to make do with what we have, right? So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. So this is everything, and like I said, this sauce is very, very healthy. And there's a lot going in here. So I will start from this, which is my tomato mix. And in here we have tomatoes already, like fresh tomatoes, and pay attention to how they are chopped. So you can see that it's for a sauce, okay? So it's not for stew. So you don't want to cut them very very tiny, okay? So you want them to, like, you want to cut them in a chunk, okay? So it's for sauce. So you want to pay attention to how you cut them. I mentioned this in the video. And guess what? This chicken sauce video is actually my um will I say, is actually my best viewed video in my channel currently, followed by my yogurt video and stuffs like that. But I decided to, have us cook this live because of the views it's getting, and I'm like, wow, let me teach my people how to, or let me and my people cook this together. So first thing to note is how I finally, chop these tomatoes into chunks, right? So you want to do this in chunks, right? So I'm just showing you You can see it's not tiny at all because it's for a sauce, okay? So fresh tomatoes, it will definitely get it will wilt, it will wilt. So you don't want it when it wilts, it now becomes like stew. No, you want it to wilt and still become like sauce. And here you can see my peppers. And for this pepper, there are three different pepper here. I have my rodo, I have my tatache, and I have my shombo. Okay, so those are the three peppers that I used in here. Okay, and guys, to the exciting part, the veggies. This is one thing that like highlights the sauce. This is the highlight of the sauce. Anytime, any day, this is the highlight of this sauce. Okay, so in here, I have my green bell pepper, I have my yellow bell pepper, I have my red bell pepper, and I also have my spring onion. Okay, so that is basically what I have in here. And then for this ones, okay, I have just my green beans, and then I have my carrots in here. And pay attention to how I cut my vegetables. Okay, so this is a sauce. This is not for salad, it's for a sauce. So you have to like cut it in chunks so that when you are eating, you're like biting through, and it's going to be like very crunchy. Okay, so that is the feeling you want to get. Okay, so I also have my protein in here. We're going to be using chicken, so we'll go right into that later, but let me just sort out the tomatoes, so that when it's prepping, we'll continue with the other things, especially the protein. So you just want to get your pot, and basically what you're going to be doing right now is just to pour in the content of this into your pot. Okay, so this is it, and I'm just going to pour in the content of this into my pot. Okay, so this is just basically what you want to do, right? This is basically what you want to do, right? So here you go. Just pour in the contents into my pot. Can you see? Very fresh. So this is very, very fresh. And pay attention to how I chopped it, right? So into this, you're just going to add in a little oil. So if you want to add the oil before you put it, is fine. If you want to add it right now, it's also fine. Okay, just a little oil, a very little amount of oil. Okay, and that would do. And then the next thing you want to do right now is the next thing you want to do right now is to, you don't need to cover your pot, okay, because you need this tomatoes to like wilt and evaporate its water and all that. So let's work on this right about now. So what we are basically going to do right now is to turn on, so we are just going to like turn on our heats, yeah, and bring in your tomatoes. So while this is cooking, we are going to like go back. Okay, so let's continue this. Okay, so like I already mentioned, we are going to be using chicken. We're going to be using chicken, and so this is it. And I already have this marinated. Okay, so this is well spiced and marinated. Okay, so if you're asking for my marinade, there is ginger, there is garlic, there is pepper, like all the peppers that I mentioned that are in the tomatoes, it's in here. Okay, so there is ginger, there is pepper, there is the three peppers I mentioned, there is garlic, there is curry powder, there is sea spice. Please don't skip the suya spice. Okay, there is suya spice in here, and pretty much that is all we have in here. Okay, so you can see little chunks of ginger in here, so I hope you've seen it. Okay. Oh yeah, there is onion too. I almost forgot that. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to pour this into my pot so that we can cook it simultaneously with the tomatoes. Okay, so that everything will just be going on well. So this is the advantage of having a multiple burner gas. Okay, so you just like cook everything almost at the same time. Okay, so I will just show you what I'm doing right now. So I just poured that, the content of that, into, you can see I just poured it into this pot, and we have this pot here, you know, cooking down the tomatoes and all that, and here we have this one cooking, or you know, cooking the meat through. So I'll just cover that and allow it to cook. Yeah, so back to what we have here, guys. So this